Hi, I'm Stephen Murphy. I've worked in every department on location, recording on set. I've worked in sound editing, I've mixed. When I worked for Dolby Laboratories, one of my jobs was to do quality control at the very end of a film mix. And, one of the great projects was probably the first two Lord of the Rings films. And really it was just, it wasn't just that the films were amazing and at that point, nobody knew about those things which are now kind of embedded in our culture. But it was just the people that were there and their commitment to the projects, the passion involved, and really just a number of people who are really pushing the limits on what they could do with sound and wanting the absolute best quality. Being freelance for me, was always about taking on a challenge, not the opportunity to take on whatever was offered, often something that maybe you didn't have experience for, but you kind of would say yes and then learn how to do it and then do it. One of the most important things with listening, at least in the craft of sound, is to be able to switch between listening to details and listening to the overall, because the audience is really, they're listening to the overall and they're only going to listen once. You'll listen to it thousands of times or hundreds of times, but you've really got to be preparing something that the audience will hear once and understand and hear it all and enjoy it all and so forth in one go. So you've got to be able to switch quickly between listening to that really critical little detail, what that line of dialogue sounds like, what's that funny noise in the background, and then, okay, what's the audience actually going to experience in this moment?